Well, hey guys, what is up? What is literally going on out there today? Brent Abel here, webtennis.com. Another episode of What's the Right Shot, number 518. We're going to work on a few things today. Number one, we're going to work on shot choice, right? Do we want to take this forehand volley up the line? Do we want to go to this guy's feet, who typically, I know, and we know you play enough guys and you start to know their tendencies. He likes to play a little bit further back towards that service line. Do I go back to the returner at his feet, right? Or do I try to maybe go a little fancy cross court out wide into that alley? And look, what we're going to work on are three things. Number one, shot choice based on court positioning. Court positioning is where are you at the time when you make this volley, right? Where's your partner at the time when you make the volley? And of course, where are they? And that has a lot to do. Everyone's court position has a ton to do with your shot choice. I'm going to tell you why to use an underspin carve volley here rather than a topper forehand type of volley. And then number two, I'm going to give you some ideas of how to play this underspin carve volley. Well, all right, let's get into today's episode of What's the Right Shot. We've got a few things to work through here. Number one's going to be second serve and volley. Shot choice. And we know we're playing against a guy who loves to chip and charge behind that return, right? So I said that, we could take this volley up the line. I just don't like it from this far back because if I don't get it past that returner's partner, man, my court is wide open, right? And even though I know he likes to play back a little bit, doesn't really get too tight to the net, this is still a really low and slow, tricky volley from where I am. So the other two choices for me is I don't really think I can bisect these two guys in the middle. If I was actually playing a backhand volley where the chip had kind of come more up the center service line, then yeah, then I've got an angle to be able to play between the two of them. But if you try to go between these two players right now, it's going to pass right in front of that net player in front of you. I don't like that angle at all. I can. So now my two shot choices are, do I go to the returner's feet or do I take this thing cross court? And for whatever reason, I decided on this particular day, I'm going to take it cross court. Get him stretched out, and he makes an unbelievably great volley that puts my partner in kind of a world of hurt here where he knows he's got to get it. It's got no leverage on it. And what we always say, and this is, I'm getting this from the great Dick Johnson, who I had the opportunity to play several doubles tournaments with, just one of the all-time great players, singles and doubles. But he just always told me, he said, look, on this volley, just decide early what you want to do, commit to it, and just play a quality volley. Those guys are good over there, so you're always assuming it's coming back. And then his magic words were, that's okay, right? Whatever does come back, if it comes back, we will just take it from there. And this point is all about just taking it from there. Let me play the point out to the end, and then I want to get back into the carve part of the volley based on, we've already talked about, oh yeah. We've already talked about court position in terms of shot choice. But I want to tell you two more things. Number one, why do we use the carve? And number two, give you an idea of how to play it. So you could play a topspin forehand volley from here. The thing I don't like about it is that you've got two guys up there relatively pretty close to the net, and if it doesn't dip, you're in trouble, and your partner is certainly in trouble too. So the carve part for me gives me shot choices where I can actually control the depth of my volley so much better than trying to come in and play a swinging topspin forehand volley. So that's thing one. That's the reason why. Number two, the way you play the carve is basically with a continental grip. The continental grip naturally opens up the racket face, right? So that as you come in, and again, it's a slight high to low. It's not real severe. If you get here, and I used to make this mistake where I would kind of cup under, what they call cup under the ball, and it just it would sit up and it wouldn't have the same kind of zip on it, right? Wouldn't have the same kind of power. So make sure that a couple things with this carved volley is that you've got early racket prep with the racket head slightly above your hand. You've got the continental grip, which naturally opens up the racket face. And, be confident with giving it a little bit of a slight high to low swing path. And then and then just take it from there. Let's see what we can do. All right, low drop volley. And you just got to want to out hustle this thing. You got to want to work. And this is an all or nothing, right? You're just going for it. And you're just assuming. I mean, you've got no idea if they're going to anticipate that you're going up the middle. I mean, look, as you're moving to it, that opponent in front of you who's just played the dropper, the attempted drop volley, is thinking, oh, okay, well, the up the line's a possibility. I'm sensing that, and now we're just going to go ahead and roll it cross court, and there you have it. So, guys, look, I want to hear from you today. What's on your mind? What comments, questions, whether it's shot choice, whether it's court position, whether it's why to carve the volley, or it's how to carve that forehand volley. Let me know down below in the comments area. If you love today's episode of What's the Right Shot, please give it a healthy like. And then for sure, make sure you're subscribed to the channel as well. As always, you know what we got to do? Yeah, we got to get out there. We've got to help someone else have a spectacular day. And guys, I got another short video coming up here for you on the mental part of the game. Some ideas about mental toughness that if you haven't picked up this free video I've got for you, it is upcoming. Guys, I will see you again next time. Guys, it is Brent back here with you. And look, there's an 80-20 reality when we play matches. 80% of the time we're not playing points. On average, only about 20% of the time during a match are we actually playing points. And if you don't manage the other 80% of the time, which is between points and on side changes, if you don't manage that really well, you tend to be all over the map with the mental part of the game during the points. So look, I got a free video for you. And what it's going to show you is my exact 4 parts between points system, between points routine that I go through in all my matches that really helps me play consistently at the top of my skill level. Right down below, I want you to pick up this video if you have not yet done so. There is a link that will take you over to a web page. All you got to do is drop in a first name and email address, and you will get immediate access to that free 9-minute video. Guys, right down below, click that link, and you can get inside of it right away.